What's going on, Dinks and Drinks? Wait, no, we're Dinks and Drinks.
Yeah,
No, but they're,
Dinks and Drinks watchers.
yes. What's going on? Happy Sunday. Wait,
We're down.
what, is that what it is right now?
No, I don't get five.
Wow, what a game. Oh my goodness. I was very interested in that game. It was funny because I started it and then stopped it and then started, went back to it. And I'm like,
It's the same
the
thing.
Bears are going to pull this off. This was awesome, which I wanted to happen. I wanted Tom Brady, TB, to lose for TB. And with him not knowing what down it was, just made it so much sweeter.
Look good.
So Bizarco, Justin, man, I know you guys are happy being Bears fans. So
Awesome.
I love it. Well, guys, you know what time it is. We're going to get into some last-minute lineups with Dinks and Drinks. Before we do that, guys, you guys know the drill. Hit that subscribe button.
Not me.
Hit the subscribe button, not drink. Hit the bell. You guys follow us along as we go through this. We're growing every week, which is cool. YouTube sent me this email,
Mhm.
and it was exciting because we had, I think, 12 subscribers.
Yes.
And it was like balloons and
Double
confetti,
digits.
and it was awesome.
Okay.
What's going on, Candace?
Hey. Hi. Morning.
So let's get into it. This week's matchups, this week's lineups on some DK. You guys know the drill. We're going to go ahead and share the screen. She's just making coffee. Don't worry about it. She picked a good time. All right, let's get into it. Christy, you had, I think, when we were doing this with Josh, guys, think about Josh. He's not feeling well today. Josh, we wish you were here, man. Even behind the camera, wish you were here. Hope you're doing better. You had quarterbacks, wide receiver, and something else. Flat and quarterback, wide receiver. So we're going to knock those ones out. We did it a little bit different. I have 3 positions as well. And then Josh threw in some picks as well. So we have a total overall combined effort here to knock out for you guys. So kick us off, Chris.
Easy. At quarterback, I'm going to go with Gardner Minshew. Last week, 351 yards against Cincinnati. Great game.
Okay.
3 touchdowns. 6,200 on Draftkings.
So 6,200 for, I mean, that's not bad. And it's actually a good amount of savings kind of starting us off too.
Well, here's why. Houston is averaging giving up 390.
Houston is a dumpster fire right
Total
now.
yards.
Houston's a mess.
Right.
So yes, I think you guys will see some trends here in a second. But Houston is a mess.
DJ,
Sorry, Shorty.
Chark.
Love you. Houston's a mess.
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna throw in Chark first, right? Or
Yeah,
you're doing
wide receiver. I'm going kind of combo Minshew with Chark with easy decision there.
All right, so we have our wide receiver,
Mhm.
and you guys know this. We always pair them up.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing you are going Mustache Minshew, Fu Manchu. That's who you're going for with QB, right? So what made you really choose in a good money dollar amount game that we're playing? What made you go with Minshew?
I like him. He's proving himself. And again, he's playing Houston.
That's true. That's
So
true. You're right back
You're
in.
getting savings at quarterback, and you're going against a team that is, I think, you think low scoring because Houston is just falling apart. I think Watson's going to look good today. I think he has to prove stuff too, right?
Yeah. No, I think that team has to put up things. I
New
mean,
coach.
they're
Well,
barely worse than the Cowboys. And
the Cowboys are not bad, but we can talk about that.
on offense, they're not bad. Yes. So I like it. All right. So, I mean, we're moving right along. You're averaging right now just about that 6,300 with 2 players is really good to start when you think about the overall salary that you have for everybody. So you had your flex. I'm curious to see where you went in with your flex now with a Jacksonville-Houston game.
I went for a redemption game because guess who? Le'Veon Bell is playing today.
Yeah, he's back,
activated.
right? So he's activated. There's some concerns I had with Bell was what's the potential? Is he really going to go full speed? What's happening? Is he easing back into it? No, can't. No, like everything kind of aligns to make it say, don't play Bell, right? everything goes into it. But you look at a redemption of what you just said. I
Right.
think that is huge
He has
for
to
players.
prove.
Yes.
He's been talked about the last 4 weeks why he was on IR. He didn't look slow in camp. He looks like he's a senior running back now. He still has the juice. I think he's going to get in the end zone today. He has to prove. I mean, the only other side of that is what if the Jets do lose and Gase is out? That's kind of what Le'Veon Bell, I think, wants. I think I talk about that every year.
Everybody wants that.
Miami wanted Gase out. They got it. Jets
Yep.
now want Gase out. So I think this might be Gase's last team, actually.
I agree. I don't see him getting back into the league or not. Yeah, I don't see that working out very well for him.
So I like Le'Veon Bell back.
All right, so
no Sam Darnold today.
Yes, Flacco is in.
So I think we're going to see a lot of running the ball. And like I said, playing against Arizona. Jets defense, their secondary, I don't think is still that bad.
Not bad, but I think it could be a good game. I think it could be a good game. I agree with Bell getting into the end zone. I think that's going to build some momentum for him.
Right.
I like that. So, quick question. I'm gonna throw you off here.
Put that in your Bell and Flex, or I mean, you can leave it there. It doesn't really matter.
Can I move it?
No. Just click on the Jets game.
Well, I'm going to go to Flex. But here, what I was going to ask you.
You just click on this.
What I was going to ask you is, all right. I don't know why I can't put them in there.
It's fine.
You
got to click on Flex over here.
Oh, I did. What I was going to ask you is, all right, so we just talked about 3 different players.
Right.
Now, let's say someone has a bad feeling about any of those. Do you have any secondary thoughts or who to pick up next? If you do not want to go with any of these, let's start with QB real quick. Let's run down the line. Who would you look at by not playing Minshew this week?
Patrick Mahomes. If you have that,
you're going to pay the money for him, and you're going to
He came off a game he didn't really get to do what he's known to do against New England. He only had 20.2 points.
Yeah.
Josh Allen just put up 280 yards passing, two passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown against Las Vegas. So, and that's Josh Allen, not Patrick Mahomes. So this is going to be a blow-up game. He wants to get out there and throw the ball, not that slow-paced New England or New England
yes,
game
you're at New England
that they had. So
no, I agree. All right, so if you want to spend the money and you're not thrilled on Minshew and you're looking for some high risk, high reward,
he's 1,500 more. But points-wise, you're probably. I mean, he's got the upside. I mean, he's got a ceiling of probably 60 point draft points.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you're guaranteed to get 20 out of him, but he's normally around.
Let's move on.
All
right. Let's go to who is your backups when you talked about running backs?
Oh, this is it.
Because it's your flex. It's your flex, and I'm very similar. Either I'm always going either wide receiver or running back when it comes to flex. I typically do not do tight ends unless it's a strong tight end matchup. So if we're not going Bell, who are you going with?
Same game, and I told you guys this week I was very, very high on Drake last week. $5,700 on Draftkings. Didn't work out.
No.
Chest injury, ended up leaving the game early. Guess who he's playing this week?
Came back in.
He's playing the Jets this week. Guess who the coach of the Jets is? Adam Gase.
Right.
When Drake was not utilized at Miami, Gase was.
I think he has that extra little chip on his shoulder. I think this is a prove that you made some mistakes. I think that's a good game.
Yeah.
All right.
Melvin Gordon rushed for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Jets.
Last
week.
Right. So I think it's a good play. So last, I'm going to throw you back under here, wide receiver. You got Chark in there.
I do.
I love me some Chark. I do. I'm a big fan. Big fan of Chark. I think him and Minshew have a great connection by far.
And I'm going to go back to paying down. So I'm $6,500 for a Chark. You can get Robbie Anderson for $5,900, and I do not believe. No, they are not playing the Jets. They are playing the Falcons.
The Falcons,
who are allowing everyone to throw the ball wherever they want, almost as bad as the Cowboys. That's why their game was exactly the way it was.
Yeah, it was a 100-point game.
Last week, so just if you're looking at what Denver did last week, Jerry Jeudy, 2 receptions, 61 yards, and a TD. Tim Patrick, 6 receptions, 113 yards. Guys, Robbie Anderson had 8 receptions, 99 yards last week.
Right.
I think, is Teddy Bridgewater's favorite player. I think you trust him.
Yeah, no, I think that's. I think in general, you got to look at the cost difference of when you set a DraftKings and you set a fantasy football lineup, especially when you're going off a salary. You got to look at some of those differences. But you're right. I think we're in a good spot when it comes to skill player to start us off.
Yeah,
I think we're good. So let's move right along. I had the next three. So I had running back, wide receiver, and something else. Running back, wide receiver. I don't even remember what I had, but I know my picks.
I think you had a time.
So I want to start with my first pick. I think this is going to be a good game, and you already have two players in this game. I'm going to talk about James Robinson, a running back that I think can catch the ball, that can run the ball, that is a general good on a good ball moving team. I like what he's doing. And here's the thing. We're going to jump over to running backs, and we're going to throw him in there. You look at this, 6,700 against, what is it, the 23rd ranked defense against the rush.
So you're paying.
We are paying up. But you got to look at what we've been saving when it comes to, we went down in quarterback, right? For an average of a quarterback, we went down in quarterback. And we're saving a ton on Bell with the high risk. He's 5,100. We saved a ton there. We can go up in a couple spots, right? So I'm a big fan on Robinson. There's not, as far as running backs go, the only other one I would say, because I think he's got a real big prove me game. I've been talking about it today. We've mentioned it a couple. I do like Edwards as well. But I'm going to say my man Feed Me Zeke is gonna run hard. I don't think it's going to be a big explosive 50-point game by any means against the Giants, who's averaging 9 points.
Yeah, the Giants are playing the Cowboys.
The defense, yeah. So they'll score at least 30.
Dude, you see what they just Baker Mayfield look like? A really good.
Hey, Cleveland's a good team.
I don't think they're bad.
Cleveland's a good team.
We're Ohioans, so
yes.
we know this. But I'm going to get onto your. Let me talk one thing.
Go for it.
And the only thing that makes me leery.
This is what I got to deal with.
Fifth start. He's rushed for 100 yards once.
Yeah.
One time. And that was week 2.
Yeah.
Against Tennessee.
Yeah. I think when you play matchups.
Houston's front. I mean, do you think Houston's?
I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think if you're gonna pay up even more, I said my second is Zeke because he's got mocked all week, and you guys know this about me. I watch every press conference, every single thing I follow on Twitter. I watch it all when it comes to obviously the Cowboys and NFL, and it sucks because I go through depression nightly. But he is going to run angry and hold on to the ball. I expect from Zeke, even though we're not paying up for him, at minimum a 40-yard plus run today. I think he's going to play a big play. All right, so I want to move on to my wide receivers, and we were just talking about the team, and it's my boy number 88. One of the best slot receivers that I think is out there. The core itself for the Cowboys is awesome, but Mr. CD's wins. CD Lamb, he's got in the end zone twice last week. We said he was going to find that end zone. Finding it twice was amazing. It was good. It was awesome. But I think he's going to come through again today.
That's going to throw 500 plus yards.
I don't think it's going to be a 500 plus yard game.
It's the Giants.
And
it's the Cowboys.
I think we're going to be up, and that's where I'm going to say is where Zeke's going to get utilized. All right. So I had Robinson and Lamb, and then I had, who else did I say that I was going through with?
You're typing right here.
Yes. All right. So my boy Ali Cox. I think he right now is playing strong football. Last week he went down, right? But you look at the 2 weeks prior, fantasy points 19 and 14 for a tight end. Last week he had just under 10, right?
Yeah. He went 1 reception, 13 yards in a TD, then went out.
Yes.
Hey guys, you just got your points for him.
Yeah.
If you were paying,
I'm okay to be honest with you.
Got 8.3.
Yes. So I like that. We're gonna find out if our salary fits here in a second. But
absolutely.
But I like that when you're looking at overall for cost. I think I'm a big fan. Plus, to be honest with you, for Cleveland, the Colts right now are looking good. They're surprising a lot of people. But I think he finds the end zone. You look at the average points per game, it's 11. I'll take double digits from a tight end any day.
Yes.
For
And
sure.
he doesn't
With
have a
high
bad
upside.
quarterback.
No,
I mean,
no.
Philip Rivers, still
One of
a
the
great
best
quarterback.
trash talkers there is.
And Philip Rivers, we all know, love to go to his tight end.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So if you're gonna stick away, and let's say you don't want to go with Lamb, you don't want to go with Ali Cox. I'm gonna stick with that Cowboys game because I think he's developed. Dalton Schultz. We've talked about him a few different times throughout the week. I'm sorry, even being a Cowboys fan, I really like what he's trying to prove.
I think
With
there's
Blake
movement
Darwin
on the Cowboys right now. I
with-
think Cooper's your wide receiver 1 now. I think Lamb's your wide receiver 2. And
No.
Schultz is your wide receiver 3.
You still have Gallup.
I think he's getting pushed out.
No,
I think
no,
when-
no.
I think when Dak's going through his looks,
When
you don't-
Dak
I
needs
think
a play,
Schultz might get a look better.
when Dak needs a play and it's on the sideline and it's aggressive go up one-on-one, Gallup is the best there is. I think right now when you look at that, there's so many individuals that I talk to that say he's a number
he didn't
one.
Do well last week,
He's
did he?
yeah, he did.
Did he?
He
I thought
still looked
didn't do
good.
anything.
Everybody looked good last week.
Yeah.
But I do like Dalton. I do like Dalton Schultz with Blake Jarwin being out. He was their big play guy. He had to prove himself. He's stepping in. He's been doing that. All right. So let's move on over to Josh's picks. Let's start with his wide receiver. Who did he pick?
I got him.
You remember? You have him up? All right.
Very easy.
All right. So let's start with the wide receiver. Where were we going with wide receiver for Josh?
All right. So we have Chark and we have Lamb. So we're only missing one person. We actually pulled Josh's pick.
Oh, okay.
And we went with Robbie Anderson.
I do. Yes. Well, he actually did say Robbie Anderson he liked as well.
Yeah.
So it's funny that Robbie Anderson's picture makes me laugh, but in general,
It is fun going on Draftkings now and seeing the updated photos. Is it not? Because I'm like, wait a minute, who's this guy?
If you guys want a real good laugh, go look at Zeke. He looks like Mickey Mouse. He's got the buns of hair up there. He looks like Mickey Mouse.
He has a very interesting style.
He does.
I mean, a full belly tattoo
Feed me.
with yourself.
It's not himself. It's his saying.
You know.
I got his golf balls that say "feed me."
Oh.
Feed me down the center of the fairway.
Flex. So we ended up changing. We made a little swap. We put
Yeah,
Bell in at
but it's still running back.
Yeah, flex. Washington.
Yeah, so Washington's it's such a unique game right now with benching Haskins,
Yeah.
right? Which I think we all thought that was going to happen, even as OSU fans, even as diehard Buckeyes. I didn't. He's not fitting the schemes right now, and it could be coaching if it's Ron Rivera. I don't know. It's just there's some misses there, but I think this could go good in his favor if it ends up backtracking where he's going to get back in. We'll see how it goes through. But you want to go with wide receiver in Washington, right? Is that where we're going?
No, he's a running back.
Or we're going for running back in
Gibson.
Washington? Oh, that's right. We're going with Gibson.
He's gonna be
Antonio Gibson.
He's gonna be
right?
their clear.
Yes.
Clear number 1 running back today.
Yes.
Betcha.
Yeah. Well, you got to think. I think with quarterbacks coming in, he's gonna get the ball a lot. I think.
Last week, 13 rushes, 46 yards, and a T.
And I think we saved a little bit on him for
13
sure.
attempts for 46. But in receiving yards, 4 receptions, 82 yards on 5
Here's the thing.
targets for a running back.
He's 5,000 in cost. Guys, I mean, we're definitely saving some money. Stuff's looking good for sure. All right, let's move on up to the last word. Typically, you guys know this, right?
Now I can't pick this for
Because I know it
for
all.
like our
Yeah.
I know there's a lot.
So here's the thing. You guys have watched this last week, and we saved some money when we wanted to go back up because we picked high last week, right? We jumped into defense like 3rd or 4th in the overall pick to just kind of give us our average back of where we know we need to be. We did it a little bit differently because of the skilled positions that we played.
Mhm.
We went okay scoring with everybody and hope that your entire team comes through. And if you watch and you look at those top 10 performers in Draftkings and so forth, it's not always the top people you think is the number one. It's those players that boom or bust.
You
can
have to
really
take
come through.
chances.
You do.
Go out and grab a cheap $4,100 player, that rookie
Yeah.
out of Pittsburgh. Take chances, and that leads us to our defense pick today.
Well-
The Pittsburgh Steelers are playing.
So here's the thing. I need the Pittsburgh Steelers to win, and I hate the Steelers. I hate the Steelers.
You're gonna love what Roethlisberger said. Roethlisberger told his defense. If Carson Wentz tries to run on you, hit him hard so that he won't try it again. No mercy.
So, God, I hate it when you talk trash because then watch you lose.
That's not trash. It's not
that
trash.
division, NFC East, is garbage in general. Carson Wentz is behind. I think he's 32nd or 31st in accuracy and across the board. Wentz is not having a good year. That offense is not having a good year. The defense does not look good. That team is confused, I think, like the other three teams in the NFC.
But it plays to my point as far as why, going back to the Jacksonville-Houston game, Pittsburgh allowed Houston to put 21 points on the board.
Right.
So I don't think that Jackson, are we shopping?
Why did Kroger come up?
I don't know. Is this
stupid? I'll find deals. Thanks, Kroger. Not sponsored by Kroger.
But Steelers defense are putting up points.
Yeah,
to the quarterbacks. Yeah. 7 against Houston, 13 against Denver, 8 against the Giants.
No, I like it.
Now they have the Philadelphia Eagles with absolutely no one to throw the ball to. Just probably the most depleted receiving core out there. Ertz is going to be in trouble today. I think Pittsburgh's good against tight ends too.
When we were looking at lineups today and we were going through kind of our team and who we have, there was a sense of confidence. There's also a sense of worry.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have that. But
when you look at your lineup and you're playing Bell and you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
This guy has messed me up. So, he's lost me money. Decent amount of money.
You always have faith in Bell, and you drafted him quite a bit in fantasy football.
Even the year he didn't play.
And yes.
I think he might have been my first round.
He was your first round pick, and then I ended up jumping in and grabbing Connor immediately. Yes. I remember that.
Thanks for calling your sister to tell her that was happening.
Money's involved.
I know. I get it. But I like the Steelers. I think
I do.
At home, I love the Steelers even more at home.
All right. So if you're just listening and you're not watching, let me go through and announce who we got. So at quarterback, we got Minshew. Love it. Love the pick. I think that's an awesome pick. Bell, we just talked about. We threw him in there. 5,100. Cheap. Prove me game. I like it. Man, Robinson, RB for Jacksonville. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of James Robinson.
Our running backs make me the most nervous today.
Let's jump over to DJ Chark, which is easy pick. I'm a big fan of Chark. Like I said,
he was out.
Lamb
came back 30 points.
Lamb is Lamb. I think there's a reason he was a first round, obviously draft grade. He was a top 10 grade.
Super.
He's fast. His ball awareness is on point for being first year. I'm a big fan of Lamb.
He's cute and looks a little tiny on the field, but
he's such. If you watch any of his intro videos and about him and so forth, he's a good guy. He's very soft spoken, but he's a goofster. He's funny. He loves to play jokes and things like that. But he's all about winning. I care. Let's move on to what do we got? Robbie Anderson.
Easy.
I
think he's leading the NFL.
He's that big play. If he can get out and he separates himself, if he gets out, he's gone. Yeah. I like that for big play potential. Ali Cox.
Easy.
I'm a big fan of Ali Cox.
Getting a lot of attention at tight end. And Phillip Rivers is making him look even better. He's a great tight end, but Phillip Rivers can make tight ends look good.
Agreed. Gibson, Washington, good play. I think new quarterback coming in. Haskins getting benched. He's gonna take majority of snaps, like you said when we picked him. Antonio Gibson for Washington, awesome play.
20 plus carries, and he's not priced right on DraftKings for a starting running back.
Yeah.
$5,000
Steelers
for someone who's going to get 20, 25 chances.
100%. Steelers, easiest pick. I think as far as defense goes, I don't think we can pick a better team.
You
All
can
right.
open the door.
You got it?
All right. So that was easy. We're confident all the time.
Yes. Yeah. I won last week, though.
You did?
I won.
You did.
By 0.14. 0.14. A win is a win, no matter what.
I was like, this is really close between Jeff and I. He could either go off with Aaron Jones or I could go off with MBS. Well, that did not happen.
No.
MBS did not go off, which everyone was like very high on him last week.
It was a good fantasy game. So guys, we do win. Don't think we don't win. We're usually pretty up there.
Yeah. I have a lot more crowns than you.
I don't really even pay attention to crowns, and I don't
I don't
play.
think you
Do
do
you
the
play a lot
challenges.
of? I don't do challenges,
Yeah.
and you play a lot of the smaller ones,
Oh, yeah.
25 cents, and I don't do that. I typically play 3 or 4
I
lineups.
max out.
total.
I always max it.
All right, guys, we are done. Thank you for watching Last Minute Lineups with Dink and Drink. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Guys, have an amazing Sunday. We talked about it earlier. Hit that damn subscribe button. Help us get to 20.
And good luck today. Win some money.
Yes, win some
There's
money.
a lot out there.
Do the honors, Chris.
Hit the button.
Hit that enter contest fool. We did all of this for nothing.
Nah.
Just kidding. We are good to go. You guys, I appreciate it. We're gonna stop sharing here. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you for everything you guys do. Bye. Later. Thanks, Hydrates.